It's the move out day at the castle. It's the last day of our lease. The reason I want to record this video is just to share like my experience here. If you guys saw the previous videos, I kind of mentioned the experience, but I never really devoted like a full-on video. And the reason I truly want to share the back end story is because the reason I rented this castle was because of the experience, just to see if I like living in a place this big, if it's a goal that I truly want to chase, and if it's worth it at the end of the day. Because I could have said like, yeah, let's just go all in. I want this, and I spent like 4 mil on this property, and then I don't know, maybe a few months later, I'm like, I don't even like it. It's a lot of work. I took this year to test it out. Obviously, the lease or rent money didn't go towards the mortgage or anything, but even if I bought it the first few years, pretty much all your payments go towards interest anyways. So it's not like I wasted money just renting this for a year. And then I also saved a lot more because I'm like, I don't really need something this big. But the back end story behind this house is we were smoking cigars, me, Christian, and Ramon. And Ramon actually does like Airbnb, so he finds like all these like super big mansions and he puts them on Airbnb. He kind of like leases it, so he rents it and then puts on Airbnb. He doesn't really buy it out. It was like, oh, I found this like super dope mansion on Bayshore, and I was gonna put it on Airbnb, but the landlord didn't let me use it for Airbnb. And he showed me a picture, and I was like, oh, it's actually a pretty dope mansion. I like it because it had character. There's a lot of big homes, but this one actually had like character. When it comes to like my brand and stuff like that, I like things that like truly stand out. And it looked like a castle. As you guys can see, it kind of looks like a castle. And I was like, kind of goes well with my nickname because people call me like King Kilich. So I was like, the king needs a castle. So I reached out to the owner and I was like, how much would you rent it out on a long term base? Because he used to rent it out like month to month. And I think we got it down to like 22K a month and then plus utilities. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So it is right on Bayshore. You guys can see the water over there. Super nice neighborhood. So main entrance. This is where we had our podcast. So this is kind of like a greeting room or whatever you call it. And then there's like a sunken in area. I never really use this area because it's not that comfortable. There's a TV. That's usually just like a chill area. One bathroom here, all black. And then we converted this into an office. We had a table here, we had a chair. Christian was working here primarily. Full bathroom, TV. I do really like the mirrors up here. And the dining room area. This was my favorite spot because I feel like this is where everyone kind of gets together. We break bread, we talk. We had family dinners here, business dinners. Um, Definitely one of my favorite spots. And this was my office. Everything's cleared out now, but like I had my stuff up there, desk, TV. I liked how I had my own like little entrance here. Whenever I just wanted to hop on a call, I could just step out here. And then this is the living room. Very spacious. The bar looks nice. We had a whole bunch of bottles up there. Cigar station over here. And the reason I like this whole area is because you can really open up the slide doors all the way. And it feels like you're very like connected with the outside, which I like with any property where you can truly open up the slide doors and there's like more than just one. And it just feels very open, especially when you have like people over and they're just like going in and out. So you can do that there, and you can also do in the kitchen. So you can open those up as well. So just imagine how it is if you have like friends over, if you have like a get together, people are chilling here, they're chilling out there, grabbing food here, going to the pool out there. And this is the kitchen. So one thing I truly like about the property is how there's like a lot of sinks. It's a weird thing to kind of appreciate, but it makes sense because like you have like a main sink, you have a sink here because our coffee station was right here. So like say you're making your coffee and you just want to like wash a cup, you can do that here. And then there's this like mini sink. Say like someone's using this main sink, you come here, maybe you're washing like an apple or whatever you need to wash. So that is super convenient. I did love the stovetop because I never had like a gas stovetop before. And I like it because it's so much quicker than the electric one. And then this is like the, what do I call it? The catering room. So if you have like people catering and they can put their stuff here, also another sink, another fridge. Another bathroom over here. That's kind of like the pool bathroom. After you're like done with the pool, you can just come here. So these stairs lead you up to the masters. I just want to show you outside real quick. I won't go outside because it's dirty. So there used to be a gym here. You guys probably saw that in my stories or my vlogs in the past. But they're tearing it down because I guess they want more space back here. But there's a grill straight over there. Pool area, jacuzzi. There's a fire pit on the other end. That's where we smoke the cigars. So I do really enjoy this area. Like honestly speaking, the places I used the most was the pool, the gym, the kitchen because I'm making food, and then my like desk area. Everything else is kind of just like extra. You don't truly need that much space. All right, let's go upstairs. So with the masters, it's definitely like a nice walking experience when you're coming through the main door. I just took this one as a shortcut, but the masters is huge. Big bed. There's a little like tub over here. I've never honestly used it because I feel like it's just like, I don't know, just awkward here. By the time you come out, like it's cold. You have to walk over to your closet, so I truly never used it. But this is like kind of like the hallway to your main like bed. So this is like the main door. So you just imagine you open a door and you just see this. So it is super cool, but it's a lot of dead space. I really did enjoy the shower because like it's like a steam shower. You can turn it on and it like steam starts coming out. So it's very nice like after the gym. If you're like sore, you put it on, you just like, you feel your muscles like just relaxing. So I did really enjoy that part. And then this is like the sink area. This is the washer, like the laundry area. And then this is like from the second floor view down to the dining room. And then you got some natural light. So 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. They're pretty small, like nothing crazy. This is another nice view that I truly admire. And then up here, we have the game room. So it is like on 3 floors. Honestly, you can convert this into like a full-on bedroom if you wanted to. So a little game station over here, and then there's a screen that comes down onto that wall. So it is truly like a theater room. Like those are speakers all around. TV, bathroom, and then there's like a mini bar. We just had our second podcast set up here. So we had a podcast set up down there, and then one up here for like 2 different kind of shows. We didn't end up using this one up here that much. So that's the house, 10,000 square feet. I think it was built like in 1980, but when the guy bought it recently, he renovated like a lot of it. That's why it looks so like up to date and clean. So it was a good experience, like I said. It's nice having a property as big. Like the biggest thing I do like is you kind of have your own space. Like if you have like 8 people in the house, you can kind of go into your own section and do your own thing without feeling like you're in someone else's space. But that's also like the downfall because I feel like in a property as big, you're trying to bring people together, but they end up kind of like subdividing and going to their own areas of the house. And you end up not even hanging out together. Like I can see if it was just me living here and I had like more kids and they were just like up on the second floor in their bedroom or like on the third floor in the game room. Maybe you're like outside by the pool. I can see how people would just kind of go do their own thing. Or like in a smaller house, you're kind of forced to mingle, which is a good and bad thing. Like I said, the biggest thing for me is being with people. And having like a good connection with like my family and like my friends. And so that's like the biggest thing for me. The second thing is also like the fact that this house is roughly like 4.5 mil. I know they were trying to sell it for like 5 mil. You're kind of paying like 4 mil for something that isn't worth it to me. Definitely the area here is kind of like well known. So the area by itself like adds on like a mil. And a house this big obviously, has its own price. But it's just like comparing to like other areas just around the world. You know how much you can get for 4 mil? Like you don't even have a view here. Like if I show you guys around, there's a house there, there's a house there, there's a different house over here, and then there's one more over there. So you have what, 1, 2, 3, 4 homes around you with no view. So you really don't have any privacy. Like I'm not like on like a cliff or like anywhere elevated, so I can kind of look at landscapes. And that's the unfortunate part with Florida. So my thing was like in Croatia, in Spain, like in Albania. For 4 mil, like you're getting like a super super dope spot. Um, Honestly, like something like this will probably be like, I don't know, 1 mil, 2 mil. So that's the part that's kind of like doesn't make sense to me. And that's why I would never like buy property here, just because that's not it. Like why buy it if it's not what you want it to be, right? Rather, for me, I'd rather just stay in downtown where everything's around me, it's walkable. I don't have to worry about like anything breaking down and like renovating and repairing, and I can just live my life and I can travel. With a house, you have so many more responsibilities, and personally, I don't think I'm ready for that. Even though I can hire people to do it, to me, like it's just a headache. I hate when I have to do things. I hate when there's like a to-do list. I hate when, for example, you want more space and you're tearing this down so you can build something else. And when you do have a house, there's always a project. Like there's always something that you want to do, and I just don't want that yet. So I think if I found a super nice spot in Croatia where it's like truly, truly, truly worth it, Croatia or like Bosnia, I would maybe buy a property. But right now, I just want to be like free. So like location freedom. I don't mind renting. People are gonna say you're spending money on rent. You're just dishing it out. Trust me, like I saved a lot more renting versus actually like owning because of all these extra expenses, like expenses such as like interest rate and property tax and renovations and all this stuff that doesn't really go into your mortgage. And even if you consider appreciation, like just taking that difference of like renting versus owning and me putting that into like the market or my business, like that made me a lot more money. So like on a financial standpoint, it doesn't make sense. On like a personal level, it also doesn't make sense for me. So I'm definitely glad that I got to experience this. It's definitely in the like for the books. That's why I actually want to record this video too, so I can actually document it and have it in my channel so I can reference back to it in the future. But also, if you guys ever thought about like buying or like what life is like living in a mansion. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. If you had 5 mil, would you spend it on this or would you spend it somewhere else? And do you guys think it's truly worth having a house this big? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.